What's up, everyone? It's Flipman Dan, and today we're going to go over my plan to reach financial freedom. Financial independence, financial freedom. A lot of people have heard about it. Pretty much everybody wants it. But first of all, what is financial independence or financial freedom? Well, let's go with one of my favorite definitions from public speaker Jim Rohn. He calls financial freedom the ability to live from the income of one's personal resources. This isn't a salary that we're talking about here. This isn't something that you have to work for. It is the income from your resources or assets. So what you need to do to create financial independence or freedom for yourself is get assets that pay you money. Seems simple enough, right? Well, how much do we need to create financial independence? That number differs for many different people, but I figure where I'm living in Phoenix, Arizona, and the type of family that I am currently at, or the type of life that I'm currently living, I figure that my financial independence number is $150,000 a year in passive income, or around $12K a month, a little over. So $12,000 a month in passive income, or $150,000 a year, not doing anything. You just get paid $150,000 from your assets. How does one do that? I mean, that seems pretty difficult, but there's ways in which you can accomplish this goal. Let's get one thing out of the way real quick. I have a video production business that I run with a business partner of mine, and I have a salary. I'm planning on using that salary to cover all my living expenses, my mortgage, my food, and my bills, and the things I want to do on the weekends. I'm going to use that money specifically for that, and I'm going to take my side hustle of flipping and do some things with that profit that will get me to my financial freedom goal at the outset of $150,000 per year. The first big milestone I need to reach to get to $150K a year is first make $150,000. $150K in cash, we'll say. That's what I'm looking for. So how am I going to go about doing that? Well, first thing I'm going to do is earn profit from flipping. This is my side hustle. This is what you've seen me do on my YouTube channel. Obviously, I'm going to earn profit from flipping. But what my plan is for that money is really what matters. It's not the amount that matters. It's the plan that matters. So let's go over what the plan is for this money. So 50% will be saved, quote unquote saved, as I like to call it. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, when I'm saving money, I'm really, number one, putting it into a high interest savings. Now, what is a high interest savings account? Well, it's an account that will pay you 3 to 5%. It's a guaranteed income rate. You just stash your money away, and these banks, it can be an online bank, it can be an in-person bank, will pay you a great annual rate for that cash. Look into high interest savings. Number two, I'm going to invest in stock ETFs. What's a stock ETF? Well, that pretty much just invests in overall industries. It could be a sector as like the tech industry. It could be the housing industry. But what I'm probably going to be investing in is just the overall S&P 500. So these are the top 500 companies on the stock exchange currently. I'm going to just say, put this money in the overall performance of these companies. And overall, you can expect around 10% return, an annual return of 10% on that cash. That's a great way, a safe way to put your money in and make a sizable return. Now, once again, this isn't financial advice. Do your own research and make these choices. But I want to invest in the stock market in a safe but fruitful way. So I'm going to invest in stock ETFs. And then finally, I'm going to utilize stuff like Acorns, to generate money. Now, this is another app that invests on your behalf, and you can choose whether you want to be aggressive or not. And you can also round up purchases that round your, say, change to the nearest dollar amount and take that extra amount and invest it into your Acorns account. So these are all great ways to have your money that you're saving instead of just resting in a bank account and making pennies. You can take that money and very passively make more money than what you would have if it was just sitting in a bank account. So for the other 50%, I'm going to reinvest. What do I mean by reinvest? Well, number one, more flips. I need the money, obviously, to buy more items from garage sales, yard sales, and in the future I'm going to be getting into storage containers. So I can actually use that money to purchase storage containers a la Storage Wars or YouTube channels like Mission Side Hustle, and buy pretty much the same items that I'm buying at garage sales and yard sales, but at bulk and for hopefully cheaper. So that will accelerate the rate at which I can start making these flips. So number two, I'm going to keyword self, publish books. How does that turn into money? Well, I'm sharing my knowledge about topics that I know a lot about and selling these books on Amazon and Audible, and I'm going to be selling them on my personal websites and through my YouTube channel. And these books will be about topics that I know about, like flipping, garage sales, making videos, running a video production company. I'm going to stick with the things that I know and create books around those topics. Will I be writing these all by myself? That's a lot of work, it seems, but that's what this money will be used for. I am going to be investing in help writing these books. So that means co-writers, ghostwriters, editors, people that can help me get this message to the masses sooner. That's what the money's for. Number three, I'm going to create courses, either online or in person, about the things that I'm passionate about and I'm knowledgeable in. So once again, this is another way to knowledge share and leverage the knowledge that you have to create money. All right, so I'm going to use all of these things, and I'm going to hopefully get to this $150,000 mark. Once I get to $150,000 in cash, here's my plan for what I'm going to do with the capital. So, number one, pay off debts. You can't be financially free if someone else has a claim on your money. So the first thing you need to handle, at least in my case, is to handle all of my consumer debts. Now, these are student loans. I have about $10,000 in that. And then I have about $13,000 in money that I owe to family members that were helping me with the home buying process. So I'm going to pay off those debts, and that's going to leave me with around $127,000 to utilize in an Airbnb home purchase. So I'm going to go the real estate route and also go the short-term rental route. I think I'm in a great place to do this in Phoenix, Arizona. And you can expect, if you invest in, say, a $500,000 property, to make somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000 a month profit in these Airbnbs if you are managing them yourself, which I plan on doing in the beginning. So I can't just buy Airbnb home and expect it to be reared and ready to go to be an Airbnb house. So the third thing I'm going to do with the rest of the cash is invest in rehab and furnishing that house. And that's pretty much it. At that point, when I have done all those things and I have an Airbnb up and running, I'm going to continually take the savings from and profit and save again and hopefully get to another $150,000 mark and buy more properties and do the same thing until I reach that mark of $12,000 free and clear a month. And hopefully I will have enough properties where I can completely offload the managing process of the Airbnbs. So I am really just making completely passive income, completely hands-off, and I can do what I want with my time. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's my plan for financial independence. What's your plan? I mean, there's a lot of things that financial freedom can get you. The biggest thing is freedom to use your time as you see fit. Obviously, everyone wants to do that. Everyone wants to choose to work, not have to work. And also what I would be looking forward to in those next chapters of my life is spending time, number one, how I see fit, but also standing up for causes I believe in, putting in resources for causes that I believe in, investing in new opportunities that could potentially bring me into things that I'm passionate about, even more, like filmmaking or things that I would love to do with my time, like making music, just because I love doing those things. But the sky's the limit with what you can utilize your time with. Financial freedom. I mean, I hope to get there, and I hope I can get you to get there as well. So thank you for tuning in. Once again, I'm Flipman Dan, and I will see you next week.